On the freezing night of December 25, 1776, the American Revolution was hanging by a thread. General George Washington had suffered a series of crushing defeats, and many believed the rebellion against Britain was already over. Thousands of soldiers had deserted, supplies were running out, and enlistments were about to expire. If nothing changed, the Continental Army might disappear before the new year. Washington knew he needed a bold victory. As snow, rain, and ice battered the Delaware River, nearly 2,400 American soldiers climbed into small boats and began one of the most dangerous river crossings in military history. The icy current was so strong that several men nearly fell into the freezing water. Heavy cannons had to be dragged across floating ice, while fierce winds slowed the crossing for hours. By the time the army reached the New Jersey shore, it was already behind schedule. Yet, Washington refused to turn back. His exhausted troops marched nearly 9 miles through the freezing darkness toward the town of Trenton. Just before dawn on December 26th, the Americans launched a surprise attack against the Hessians, German soldiers hired by Britain to fight in the war. Caught completely off guard, the Hessian defenders struggled to organize. Within less than an hour, the battle was over. More than 900 Hessian soldiers were captured, while the Continental Army suffered only a handful of casualties, most caused by the brutal winter rather than enemy fire. The victory at Trenton was far more than a military success. It revived the spirits of the struggling colonies, convinced many soldiers to re-enlist, and restored faith in Washington's leadership. Historians often describe it as one of the turning points of the American Revolution because it proved that the Continental Army could still defeat